Okay, so in this video we're going to configure a web server so that a PC can access the internet. So we've got a router, we've got a switch, we've got a PC and we've got a server. As you'll know, as always, the router is down, so I'm going to start with the router and do the configurations on that first. So I don't want to enter initial configuration dialog, and I should know these commands by now. Now notice those just auto-completed then. So on each line you've got certain commands that you can run. If it's the only one available with those letters of the alphabet, so CON is the only command that starts with CON on the router hash line. So if I press the tab key, it auto completes the word configure, and same with TER or T would auto complete terminal as well. So it's quite useful when you get quite a lot of these activities to do. It's worth pressing the tab key to auto-complete to make things quicker. So straight into configuring the interface, so I can do that again. Gigabit Ethernet tab, G tab will bring Gigabit Ethernet, and then into the Ethernet 0/0/0 port. Okay, so I'm going to want to give this an IP address of 192.168.2.1, and then the default subnet mask. And it's down by default, so change it to up. Okay, so that's the router done. So you need to remember that 192.168.2.1 is the address of the router. So I can close that down. Now I'm going to go onto the server, and I'm going to go onto desktop and configuration. So I'm going to give this an IP address of 192.168.2.2. Default gateway is 192.168.2.1, and the DNS server is going to be the address of the server itself, so 2.2. Services, if you go to DNS and turn that on, now I'm going to need to give this a name, so let's call it buc.com, and the address is the address of the server. Okay, so if I click add, okay, so that's our sort of DNS server setup or web server setup. Now, if I go into, let's see, where are we? Config. Oops, at top, HTTP. Okay, so on services, HTTP. Now, by default, sort of Packet Tracer gives you loads of different HTML files, which you can add your own in by all means, and use your sort of knowledge from other courses. So I'm just going to edit this one so we know it works. So welcome to my world. And then, yeah, let's just leave it like that. So let's just say welcome to my world. Again, you can play around with it when you get confident, and then overwrite that file. Okay, so close the server down and then go into PC, and we need to give this an IP address, 192.168.2.3, and then default gateway is 192.168.2.1, and the DNS server with 192.168.2.2. Okay, so we should be working now. So if I come off this and go to the web browser and type www.buc.com, there we go. So that was that sort of test file. That's the bit that I edited on the HTML file. Welcome to my world, and that is a web server up and running. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.